Hey y'all. Princess Diana, like, comment, and subscribe. Like, comment, and subscribe. And I forgot to say share. Like, comment, and subscribe, and share too. So I want to come today, later today, because I made another video and I gotta post them. Somebody was talking about the Fantasia's dead. Fantasia, the singer, if y'all know her, she's like a gospel R/R&B singer. She can sing her butt off too. She look her up if you don't know who she is, but most people, I would say most black people know who she is. But seems like a real sweet person and all that. I haven't heard anything bad about her personality or anything like that. But her dad is her father. He is, I think he's saying that her Fantasia's husband is using her. And all right, we don't know the guy personally. She knows her dad, whatever, right? Let's say her dad and her didn't have the best relationship, right? Even if they didn't have the best relationship, but if he loved her and she was like, hey, my dad, yeah, he loves me or whatever, but even if he was sorry, and not saying he is or anything like that, like no good dad for real, but he didn't abuse her in any way, but and he hasn't been using her for her money and all that stuff, but just loves her, but they don't really agree a lot, they butt heads and all that stuff like that. I'm just saying if, and I'm using her as an example because this is a topic, right? So you still kind of want to consider people's opinions if you don't make the best decisions with your mates. And I'm not speaking for, this is for men and women, right? But specifically this is about a woman and the man that she married, right? But so you know, somebody else is saying Fantasia will stand up for her man. She probably will, because she's been through, I think she's had tough relationships with guys, right? And now Fantasia I think she's grown up. So you gotta think, Fantasia's not grown up from Fantasia grown up, right? And all right, this is what I want y'all to think too. This is for women. I cannot speak for men because it's different for men when it comes to looks and getting some woman. The woman could look better than the man easily, and it could be love. You know what I'm saying? Normally, if the man, is deemed to look better than you, then it's probably not love. It's probably something else. It's probably it could be a number of things. In her case, it could be money. She's making a nice amount of money, with the gospel singing and stuff. She's a big gospel singer. And like I said, in every right, that girl can sing, okay? And even with R&B, she sung R&B. I like her better as a gospel artist because she has such a strong voice. Like, she was in one of those big mass choirs. If you don't know what a mass choir is, look it up. But she, when I saw the guy, it's funny that this guy I was talking about, but when I saw her husband, I was like, okay. But I didn't know what that guy did. I didn't do research on him or anything, because I'm like, hey, but maybe he has his stuff together or whatever, right? But the dad is saying that he is I don't want to say he's a scammer, but he's not good with money, and he's kind of using her for her money in a sense. And that somebody wrote in the comments that the husband bought her ring with her money. And I mean, she has a lot of money, but and it's like, maybe some women these days, and it's probably been going on longer than these days. When I say they don't mind providing for the household in entirety, and they're not gonna ask the man for no money. They just want somebody to be there for them, and I get it. I understand you want somebody to be there for you. You just tired. You like, I just want somebody to be there for me. But you have to be careful, because that person, and the same thing with a man, right? Have to be careful with desperation when it comes to love, because this person could be there for not for love, okay? And then you'll really be hurt in a number of ways. Look at what happened to Mary J. Blige, and it's a lot of other women with money that has happened to, where they want to if they want a divorce and they come after you for your money and stuff like that. Be very careful. So Oprah, somebody talked about her. I think she may actually be, I mean, she is smart, we know that, but she may be one of the smartest ones. She has not been married. Marriage, in the sense of the way most people think of it, it's not. I believe in marriage. I think it's a union in between, two people. I do believe that. Okay. The way that it is done in America, it's not done like this everywhere, right? It is an actual contract. It's almost like your own corporation or entity, right? If, let's say, I want to go buy a house, if I get married, then they're gonna run my credit off of the man's. If I use my individual, like when I say a house, like if I want to own property or open a business, all these different things like that, they're gonna run my credit, my personal credit, based off of the guy. But of course, y'all, if y'all know business, you wanna get your loans and all this stuff like that under your business name. I'm learning about all this stuff, right? I got so much stuff back there, y'all. And I'm just, what was I gonna say? So, like, okay, going back to, she glowed up, right? Fantasia glowed up, right? The singer. She glowed up. So, if she had a start, before her glow up, the man that she could get, I'm not saying just because you glow up and you look nice, you still gotta be smart. It don't mean somebody won't try to mistreat you, but you gotta be smart enough to let them go fast, okay? Or not even participate in what they got going on at all. Like, you just gotta know, like, this is not it. When you see them red flags, let them go, okay? Nobody's gonna be, 100% everything you want most of the time, but you might not be 100% everything that a person wants, right? But like, things that could be dangerous, whether it be financially, mentally, physically, endangerment, I think that's the thing, or just, you don't want to corrupt yourself based off dealing with this person, if that makes sense. So you have to recognize these things now. And if you're not the best person, you don't pick them well, or the people that pick you, they've always been horrible and stuff like that, then when you glow up, it's almost like you're a different person, but you're not. You're gonna still have that same energy until you change that, right? You gotta change it. You really have to become that person, because you can look beautiful on the outside, but you can still look like the old person on the inside. And the people, especially for men, they'll feel that and they'll know it. And I'm not saying all men, because some men are nice and sweet and they won't take advantage of you, but you want to be smart. And if you're not the smartest person, you want to get advice from other men. And if you have a dad in your life that does love you and care about you, okay, and they're good mentally up here, then you need to listen to them. The brother that loves you and cares about you, never mistreated you, listen to them, okay? Let them meet your dad and all that, your father, your brothers. If you got some cousins that you grew up with that they love you and they care about you and always got your best interest, you need to listen to them about your mate, because remember, you don't make the best decisions. You don't even know what good look like, what a good man looks like, and it's nothing. It's no big deal. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Do this to protect yourself, okay? Because they want to protect you. If a man loves you, whether it's a family member and not in a romantic sense, they're gonna have your back, and they're gonna tell you, absolutely not. This dude is blah 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 blah, right? Like, that ain't the type of dude. You know what I'm saying? Because they know men. They've been around men. They know how sneaky some men get when they're not around certain women or a certain type of women. Now, if they're dealing, like, for example, a man is not going to talk to the average woman that they kind of respect or looks respectful, presents herself well, the same way most men won't, that they're going to talk to a prostitute. Or, you know what I'm saying, or a stripper or something that they know that's a stripper. They've been to the strip club and seen her. They might talk to her any old kind of way. You know what I'm saying? Really just be disrespectful too. Calling her the B words and the H word and all that stuff, or really it's the W word. But yeah, so just think about this, y'all. Like, that's how it is. That's how it is. You gotta remember, some people don't act the same way around you as they do. Like, well, some guys don't act the same way around you as they do their homeboys. I mean, you would expect, just like girls, when women get together, for the most part, we might act a little more sillier, talk about men, but not necessarily in a bad way or anything, but just having girl talk, right? Guys have their manly talk, right? Or their boy talk or whatever, right? Not like girls, but differently. Theirs is, they gonna talk about some women, and some of it's, you know how men are. If you don't, you need to get to know some men. But Fantasia needs to probably be careful, and she needs to just she just needs to sometimes, and I'm saying Fantasia, but anybody in her Fantasia situation, let's say you glowed up, you got your money right, all that, if you could, before you get your money right, you need to, first off, get confidence, not false confidence, real confidence, and think about, who could I get before my glow up? And learn how to date and receive men that just treat you well. Whether, they can be decent men, they can have their stuff together, they might not be the most attractive men, but date them, give them chances and stuff like that, because these people might be, I'm not saying every man is not your type of guy, whatever you're not attracted to, is gonna be a good man to you, but you know what I'm saying, y'all, women. Sometimes we get picky, and and same thing with guys. The type of person we don't want is a good person. If they got all their stuff together, but it's just that one thing, right? That's not really even that important. Like, you might need to give this person a chance, because they'll probably treat you the best and won't even try to use you for your money if you are in her situation or whatever. But I would hate for her to find out that this guy is using her for her money, not because he's gonna tell her, he won't dare tell her that he's using her for her money, but to find out in a way that if they get a divorce or something like that, that he comes after her money. So I want y'all to think about that. Be very careful. Don't be desperate to find love. just start loving yourself first, and the love will come. And then also try to give people that may be outside of um your type. Um, you know, you know what I mean by your type. For example, like, okay, now let's don't get ridiculous. Like, let's just say it's this model guy or somebody that's on TV, actor or something like that. And then most women are thinking like, oh my God, he's so nice looking, all this stuff like that. Or, for men, this woman that everybody's fawning over, that might be your type of woman. But first off, do you usually get this type of man or this type of woman on average? If you don't, that is not your type. You think it's your type because you really are in awe when you see them, but that's just physical stuff, right? But your type might be somebody that you don't normally really like fun over, that you really don't, get goosebumps over and stuff like that. It might be somebody you totally don't get any any goosebumps about, but they might be the best one for you. So I want y'all to keep that in mind. And then y'all could fall in love. Like, you really could be in love with this person. You just got to get to know them. And then, y'all can, if they're malleable, I'm not saying to change a person or nothing like that, but because we can always become better when we get with a person that loves us and stuff like that. I believe that. And this person might, do better for themselves. Maybe they haven't grown up, you know what I'm saying? But they are a very good person. And they might have their stuff together. So if they got their stuff together, but they just don't necessarily look like you want, then maybe I would say give them a chance, because they might not know. Just like some women, and a lot of women that I'm noticing these days don't know that it's good to, maintain their look and, upgrade their look or whatever it is, beautify themselves. The guy might not be thinking about that, right? He might not think that's important. And to most people in this type of society, it is. It's not the most important thing to look nice and all that stuff. That stuff really shouldn't matter, but that's just how it is in the society that we live in. So y'all just got to deal with it, okay? Deal with it or not, either way, it's going to deal with you, okay? Or who you want won't deal with you. So you got to make choices, right? And yeah, so I just want y'all to think about that. All right, like, comment, and subscribe. Like, comment, and subscribe. Princess Diana.